I can't
There's a
believe what I
reason
just
that
heard
women
you
live
say.
longer, Mark. Let me tell you. It is because we are stronger and we are happier at the end of the day than most men. And that is factual, and you know it.
When men are married to women who scream like you, they just want to die sooner.
I'm not screaming.
When you have women going around.
You wanted a tattoo on your penis.
I wanted to put a tattoo, if I would get one there, that would say buyer beware.
What are you going to say?
I'm impressed there's enough room.
I tell you. Well.
Thank you. And I can assure you that he knows there is.
And you're still looking like Cher.
Well, she looks good for her age, unlike some people.
I worked way too friggin' hard for this.
A lot of people work really, really hard for their dreams, but it's not meant for everybody.
That's why you use auto-tune and I don't.
Actually...
This movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
But the most annoying one I get is when I've set up a joke, just about to do the punchline, and someone goes, invariably it's the same thing, it's always, where's Alan? Where's Alan? It's not my, like, bête noire, it's just a bit annoying. Where's Alan? Who's at your house fucking your dad?
Getting pretty burned.
Yeah. Well, you know, just earlier this afternoon, I found something on my back that looks like it may...
Oh, yeah.
Well, this part's true.
Yeah. What you should probably do is lay down and just let the sun cook it off.
Oh, that seems like an excellent idea, but I'm not as dumb as I look.
How could you be?
Last week we had Mariah Carey here in the studio.
You did? How is she doing?
Well, she was doing great.
Oh, great.
Yes.
It's great.
What I'm curious about, what do you think of her?
What do I think of her?
Yes?
I don't think of her.
No, you're pretty rock and roll, and Countdown isn't. How would you make this show kind of more kind of cool?
Different host.
Last time at the first debate, we had millions of people fact-checking, so I expect we'll have millions more fact-checking because, you know, it's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Yeah, because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
But how did you get into your first... by the way, do you live with your parents? Is that true?
Yes.
Now, is that common in India for older children to live with their parents?
It's fine to live with your parents because it's also common in India that we don't have to take appointments with our parents to meet for dinner. So.
Oh.
Everyone loves a good comeback story, right? Seabiscuit, the Mighty Ducks,
Robert Downey Jr., who
Rocky.
else? Yes.
Kim Kardashian?
Well,
In the video she gets cum on her back, I think.
He has a tractor and he smashes up old cars just to get attention out of him.
Did you ever run up to someone and say, hey, how did you get so rich? And the woman said, by riding on my mom's coattails, and you said, Melissa, this is my show.
I don't think so. And I think we're going to end the interview right now. Don't get so fucking smart.
I came in and he was supposed to be the my guide through SNL, and it turned out that he is a shit stirrer.
I'm not going to guide any lady through comedy. That would take me, first of all, I'd have to figure out how a lady could do comedy. And then I'd have to...
And England skipper Andrew Strauss arrived in London, proudly showing off the little urn. They'll spend 4 days at home before flying out for the World Cup. And Belinda, I just can't understand how something so small can be so impressive.
well, Mark, you would know about that. Thank you very much.
But are you still considered the fat guy when you go to a party or anything? Because I run into that a whole lot. I'm the fat one. Okay. So are you the fat guy in Hollywood still, or is everybody like look at you and they're like, oh wow, you know, this is great, now you're healthy?
Do you have any other questions that are smart?
You have some shock value to you. I mean, on the cover of your book, you're wearing a fur, and you knew that there would probably be animal rights activists. You know, this whole interview is becoming a defensive interview. No! Are you wearing leather shoes? Yes! Shut up. I'm talking... You know what I mean? I don't want to hear. You're wearing fur. You're wearing leather shoes. I'm not an activist, you're eating chicken. You're eating meat. I don't want to hear this nonsense.
Why should your right to freedom of speech trump a trans person's right not to be offended?
Because in order to be able to think, you have to risk being offensive. I mean, look at the conversation we're having right now. You know, like you're certainly willing to risk offending me in the pursuit of truth. Why should you have the right to do that? It's been rather uncomfortable.
I've seen your new show where you sit in the hot tub. Your body ain't that good when you can just walk around without your shirt off.
First of all,
you to know
if
that.
we're ever going to talk about bodies, I want you not to be the one to bring that conversation up. All right? If you don't get out of here shaped like a beanbag that got sat in.
There's a time when you snuck into the room to see what the...
I sneaked into the room. Snuck isn't a word, Conan, and you went to Harvard and you should know that.
Snuck, past and past part of sneak.
My wife calls and it's like, since when did you become the fat guy on that show? It's the same exact thing.
He's always been.
You've always been.
Oh, is that Ginger?
She didn't know. Now, Josh, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of?
Well, I was going to go with flying, but I think I'll go with...
Girls over 12?
When's the comedy on? It says, if you want my comeback, you'll have to scrape it off your mum's teeth.
Nearly 200 dead, 14,000 who are sick, millions, as you witnessed, who are scared right now. What do you say to Americans who are watching you right now who are scared?
I say that you're a terrible reporter. That's what I say.
In 120 Minutes, I'm Thurston Moore of Sonic Youth, interviewing Beck, who's right here beside me. Beck, I sort of wanted to ask you some questions about, you know, where you're from and who exactly you are, and I can't seem to get any straight answers out of anybody who seems to know you, but what exactly is your real name? Is it Beck? Were you christened Beck? All right.
Have you seen the movies? Like, do you have to know all the movies? Is that
I've watched some of them.
Yeah.
You know, some of them.
Any clunkers? Anything you like? You don't like?
You know, they're good. There's some good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you trying to get me to say, man?
Well, any clunk?
I mean,
anyone you
better than my movies. You know?
Well, that goes without saying. But anything.
Hey, you did a movie too.
I know. I did a lot of
your
bad
movie
movies.
went straight to audio.
You look like a less hot version of Obama. You're like Obama, but not as hot.
The only reason that you're saying that is because you know I slept with your mother. I need to watch this movie.
You haven't seen Spider-Man Homecoming? I haven't seen the Falcon. Oh no, there isn't one. Sorry.
You go in the water or the ocean a lot, or you? Because some people hate the ocean.
No, I like the ocean. I do. I like the ocean very much.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
You must. Do you float a lot in the ocean?
Sure. What do you sink? Might be that cast iron heart.
You've admitted that you're lazy. I think you've read 6 books in your life.
I've read 6.
6. What kind of a woman would be attracted to you, do you think?
Well, I have a lot of money.
And I'm sure, I mean, I would hope that if I were a student of Dr. Peterson, that he would refer to me as she and wouldn't have a problem with that. But at the end of the day, you know, a personal pronoun preference still is a preference for what language other people use. And at the end of the day, I don't have ultimate control over what Dr. Peterson what the language he chooses to use, or anybody else for that matters. That's up to them.
Yo, let's talk about a real issue at hand. Trash piling up, it's time to take a stand. From plastic bottles to styrofoam cups, our planet's drowning, it's time to wake up. Garbage trucks roll, streets lined with waste, but where does it go? It's not a race to the landfill, a mountain of despair, but we can change course, show that we care. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. Single-use plastics, they gotta go. From straws to bags, it's time to say no. Bring your own cup, your own tote bag. Small steps add up, let's not lag. Sorting all waste is not that tough. Recycling centers, that's where it's rough. Separate paper, glass and cans. Give them a new life, that's the plan. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. But it's not just about the stuff we toss. It's about the mindset, there's no loss. Composting food waste, it's a win. Turning scraps to soil, let's begin. Educate the masses, from young to old. The future's at stake, let the story unfold. For the sake of our planet, our home sweet home. Let's clean up our acts, together we roam. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand.
Okay, let me find out then.
Arises.
Let me find out. If she were a student of yours, what would you call her?
She.
You would. Okay.
Perfect transition to Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Because you did his roast at the height of his, whatever you want to call it.
Meltdown. Yeah.
Let's watch.
Right.
Anthony, we're literally watching you because we couldn't hear a word you said. Can you repeat something that you said about Charlie Sheen?
I don't even remember that. This is a great operation you guys are running here, by the way. I gotta say that. I don't know how you screwed that up. Someone had to hit play.
If he can recreate the SVU Donald, the Charlie Sheen thing, and we play the video with no audio.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Charlie Sheen, every minute of your life is like watching Fox 5 News in the morning. It's completely worthless. Go see me at the American Comedy Company, 7 and 9:30.